morning, friends. Welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm going to take you on a what I eat in a day, but we're going to do a day where I work out and what I eat kind of, throughout the day on a day that I'm pretty physically active, but also the things that I'm having before, during, and after. So yeah. Come with me, we're gonna have a fun time. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. I make new videos every Tuesday and Thursday at 4 p.m. And if you like these what I eat in a day videos, give this video a big thumbs up and let me know in the comment section below what else you wanna see. This is my French press. It's how I make my coffee. But I already had mine, this is for everybody else. So I drank my coffee. I try to do lemon water first thing in the morning, but some days I just need my coffee first thing in the morning. So other days I will just drink my coffee and then make my lemon water. Literally, it's squeeze of lemon into water and then you drink it. It's very easy. All right, and then I drink this. I find that the lemon water along with the coffee just gets my system going and it helps me with my morning movement. So that's why I do it. Actually though, that's why. I mean, hey, stay regulated. Right? It's so important to be regular. Now, half a lemon is quite a bit of lemon. You can just do like half of that if you want. I like the taste of lemon, that's all. And I do this before I brush my teeth. Otherwise, I find that my teeth are pretty sensitive. So if I'm having lemon after I've brushed all the crap off my teeth from the night before, it just like makes them kind of sensitive. So fun fact, also I have the worst, I need to get my manicure fixed. Look at this. This is real life. So I like to drink this while I make my breakfast or, answer a couple emails if I don't feel like eating right away, but I do have a workout. So I need to get moving on my breakfast and have that at least an hour before I leave, ideally 2. So that's about now. So I got to start making it now. All right. A typical breakfast that I have I would say almost every day, if not every 2 days, is steel cut oats and fruit. So I like to almost meal prep my breakfast either the night before or, like I said, on a Sunday, I'll do it for like Monday and Tuesday. That way I can just throw this in the microwave and then add everything else fresh on top. And what I add on top kind of just depends on what I have in my fridge. If I have kiwis in my fridge that day, I'll add that. If I have bananas, if I have raspberries, if I have strawberries, blueberries. I always have a scoop of natural peanut butter. I like the crunchy one. You guys know me, like I'm all about texture. And the reason why I don't like traditional oatmeal is because it's kind of like barfy texture. So then you get some crunch there. A little bit of maple syrup just for a little bit of sweetness. Now I know it's in a Jameson bottle. My dad is a maple syrup farmer. It's one of the things that he does in his resume of many different things. So this is very special sweet maple syrup that I'll just drizzle on top. It's mainly used for desserts. Then I just top it with whatever dairy-free milk that is just like plain unsweetened that I have in the fridge. Today I have almond, so I'm using that. Sometimes it's soy, sometimes it's oat. It just kind of depends. And then I'll just top it with nuts and seeds, which I keep in my freezer and I haven't grabbed yet. I'm really just using the steel cut oats as a vehicle to eat a tablespoon of peanut butter. Really like traditional oatmeal at all. And steel cut oats are, I don't know, they're heartier and they have a different texture. So I can deal with them. I didn't actually used to eat breakfast. This has been a recent thing because I noticed that now that I'm doing more weight training, I've completely swapped out my workout and doing more weight training as opposed to yoga and Pilates. I found that if I wasn't eating breakfast 2 hours before, I was dead tired during the workout. Now I eat breakfast, which also means that I've gained some weight because I usually was intermittently fasting until noon. The amount of calories in this breakfast, I mean, it's pretty substantial, but high in protein and high in good carbs, which means that when I go work out later, I will be able to repair my muscles faster and help my recovery if I can't fit into my pants anymore. So, and it's not a bad thing actually. It started to scare me at first, but I'm actually fine with it. I also find that I'm sleeping a lot better, which is amazing because I've suffered with insomnia for 20 years. So now I'm exhausted by 10 and I go to sleep. It's helped me deal with my anxiety a lot. Exercise is just so good for your brain. It's good for your body, obviously, but it's really good for your brain and de-stressing. So I feel like I can handle my anxiety a lot better than I could, say, like a year ago. Yeah, and I mean, when I say that my body's changing and that we know it did kind of freak me out at first when I started gaining weight, it's just because like I'd always kind of been a consistent weight, and all of a sudden my clothes weren't fitting, and it's just like, it's scary to change your body at first, and you kind of just have to go with what feels good for you. Like, I feel healthier, whatever shape or size you are, like as long as you feel healthy, it doesn't really matter. And I feel healthier now than I did, let's say, when I was like super thin. And that was definitely because, you know, I did have a lot of like body dysmorphia and I wasn't eating properly. I mean, you just kind of have to, I don't know, do what makes your body feel good. And being, you know, the weight that I am now, feeling stronger, like I feel so much stronger. Soon, maybe I can lift really heavy things and put them back down again. All right, we are here at Squat. This is where I work out with my personal trainer, Bree, once a week. And then the rest of the week, I kind of just work out like with my friend, Christopher, just like we kind of just do what Bree tells us to do. Got some protein. Hi, friend. Hi. Chocolate. All right, lunchtime. My breakfasts are pretty big. So my lunches are pretty small because also my dinners tend to be like more calorie dense. So I like to just throw together like a soup or a sandwich or an avocado toast. And today I'm really craving the avocado. And I have this big giant guy right here. So I'm just going to make a simple avocado toast with tomato because I have to use this tomato that I have in the fridge. And then I have these simulated bacon bits that have no meat. And then I also have this Queen Bee Cajun seasoning, which is my favorite. Salt, pepper, garlic, and I think paprika, black pepper, white pepper, and garlic. So I literally just like use that as the only seasoning and it's delicious and I don't have to pull out a bunch of spices. I'm gonna take, oh, okay, yeah, no, I did that on purpose. So I like to just like kind of mash it and then pile it on top and kind of mash it down. Talk about flaws in design. See how tiny those holes are? See how big these pieces are? That makes no sense. And just put them on there, the tomato, and just put that on top. A little bit of this spice. A couple more bacon bits. I mean, what's not to like? It's crunchy toast, creamy avocado, salty bacon bits. Delicious. The bacon bits do add a little bit of smokiness, which is nice. I'm gonna do some work and then I'll see you for probably dinner. Unless I eat something before that. But usually between now and dinner, I don't really eat anything. So for dinner, I do like to have something a little bit heavier. I have these Beyond Meat burgers in my fridge. They need to get eaten. So I'm gonna cook up those. When I make my burgers, I like to add nice ingredients in with the burger so that I'm getting my like vegetables, if you will, in there. So instead of lettuce, I'm using spinach. I'm just using these cherry tomatoes that I have. I buy the big things of cherry tomatoes and then I put them in salads, or if I have anything left over, I'll like use it in sauces and to garnish pastas and things like that. I have a couple slices of this vegan provolone cheese left, so I'm going to use that. And I have one hamburger bun. You guys know that I love burgers, so that kind of gets my like cravings in. So I don't feel like I'm restricting any food on days like today or ever in my life. I just kind of like to eat intuitively. So I love burgers, so I'm gonna eat me a burger. So I just have some Brussels sprouts here. I'll just boil them and then roast them with some, today I think I'm gonna do tamari, olive oil, maple syrup. I like to just, you know, roast that in the air fryer. I am just slicing these guys in half and I'm just throwing them directly into the sauce. And I like slicing them in half after they've been blanched in the water for 2 minutes because they don't get waterlogged. It just prevents them from getting waterlogged. And I don't like mushy Brussels sprouts. So I am laying them down kind of evenly on the tray, but because I'm going and flipping them halfway through, it's fine. Everything will get crispy. On the top, I'll put the mustard. This is just German mustard, because that's what I have right now. It's in a tube, so it's nice and easy to use. because mustard is hard to use when it's not in a tube. And then some ketchup. Oh, that's a fun sound that everyone likes. And then burger. And then after that, what I like to do is then put the greens, because then the like heat from the bun and the heat from the burger is, I don't know why. Listen, Bob from Bob's Burgers puts the lettuce and tomato on the top, and I agree with the lettuce. Honestly, I'm the happiest when I'm eating a burger. So good. I forgot my fork, but that's okay, because I'm eating with my hands anyway. What do you think? All right, guys, that is what I eat in a typical day when I am strength training and weightlifting and trying to be jacked. Just kidding. All right, guys, I'm not an expert by any means. I'm not a nutritionist. I just kind of eat what feels right for me. So let me know in the comment section below if there's something that works out really well for you when you're training, or you're super, super active, or something that, I don't know, maybe you have some hack that I don't know about. You probably do. Leave that in the comment section below and I'll take a look and maybe I'll try it out. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. It's right there. Hit the bell notification so that you can get that first comment. You guys are always fighting over that. I come out with new videos every Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I'll see you soon. Bye.